In today's video, I'll be showing you how to turn any image into a vector graphic using both free and paid tools so that you can scale your designs infinitely without losing quality. What is the difference between raster and vector? Raster images are made of pixels and vectors are made of paths. So paths can scale to any size, making vectors perfect for logos, illustrations, and anything that needs to scale and stay sharp. So you want vector graphics for a lot of different things in graphic design. Vector is typically better than raster. So here's a few quick tips that will give you better results when you're creating vector graphics from raster to vector. It's a good idea to limit the amount of colors you use in a vector. If you select an image and ask a vectorizing program to turn it to vector, it will likely try to vectorize every single color that's in a photograph. And that can be hundreds. So it's really a good idea to limit the amount of colors. And there's usually a slider or something along those lines that lets you stick to a minimum amount of colors in your vector graphic. I often like to stick to between 1 and 5, maybe 10 colors at the most in a vector graphic. Another tip is start with a really clean image. So having an image that is high contrast and maybe doesn't even have a background. You could cut the subject out of a photo if the subject is all you really want to vectorize. Cutting it out ahead of time can reduce the amount of work that your vector program has to do to make it vector. So what are some of the best vectorizing programs? I'm going to start with my favorite, which is the paid option. It's Adobe Illustrator. Adobe Illustrator is really the industry standard software for creating vector graphics for designers. Illustrator has an amazing tool called Image Trace. So you can essentially drop an image into Adobe Illustrator, click Image Trace, and Adobe Illustrator will essentially trace your graphic and make it vector for you. Image Trace does a great job when it comes to the detail, the amount of color, and the smoothing that you can get in the program. So if you're doing professional vector work, this is really the best program for you. The next one is Inkscape. It is open source and it has a trace bitmap tool that's very similar to Illustrator's image trace tool. The next one is Vectorizer AI. It is fast and it has automatic conversions from raster to vector. The results will really depend on the image quality of the photo that you input. You can also use Canva to create vectors with a Vectorizer plugin that's built into Canva. You will need a Canva Pro account to export SVGs. That is another word for a vector file format. But you can get a free trial of Canva Pro and export during the free trial. And a few more tools you could check out. Vector, spelled V-E-C-T-R. It is simple, web-based, and it's great for creating clean vector shapes. And autotracer.org. You upload a JPEG or a PNG, and it'll spit out an SVG instantly. So these are some great programs to create vector graphics. Vectorizing doesn't have to be intimidating or expensive. If you'd like to try Canva Pro for free for 30 days, check out my link in the description below. So let me know what you thought of this video and if you have another vectorizing tool that I should check out. If you like this video, hit the like button and leave me a comment below. And subscribe to Cry Studio for more graphic design tutorials. Thanks so much.